One facing your right edge. Centered.
Hey guys,
Speech off.
how's it going? So today we're gonna kick off. We're gonna kick off our 10K club, and I think that the best way to do this is to simplify what we're gonna do. I think that this is anything that you do with regard to your body requires dedication and work, and no magic potion, no magic pill, no magic anything is going to do, no surgery is going to do what your body requires for it to lose or maybe shave off the weight. So just so that I can give you a perspective on my story about this, is when I started this in on January 27th of this year, I had a few things that I had in terms of goals that I wanted to achieve, and I had to make a decision to make it happen one way or another. I had no choice. It was either my health, or I would have to work hard to get into a routine. All right. So January 27th of this year, I was almost 200 pounds. At my height, that is probably about 40 pounds over my weight. And I started to realize that, you know what, I needed to work a little bit on getting shaving that off. So what was I to do, right? So I received some advice from my doctor, and I'm not going to bring that up just yet. I'm going to bring that up later, because I think we need to start with a baseline today. And it's what I always talk about, what you put in the tank. I realized that I was putting stuff in the tank and overflowing and not realizing how much I was eating and what variety of things I was eating. And so I have no idea what the caloric intake was for me at that point, but I do know what it is right now. And getting to know your body and how it reacts to exercise and food and all that is probably the most important thing you need to do, but that comes later. Today I want to talk about starting off with the 10K. What does 10K mean? It means 10,000 steps a day. You know what? When you take 10,000 steps a day and you make a commitment to do that, you're in the 10th percentile of people who are actually working to make a difference. So consistently since January 27th of this year, and I have a date, an exact date, right? I had a goal. I reached my goal in July. And then I went up and down, but within a weight class. So today I am 161 pounds. And I want to shave off a few more pounds, but I've been hovering around 160, 161, 162. So I already know exactly what I need to do to lose those 5 pounds, because maybe 155 is where I want to be. But so why am I saying that? I'm saying that because it takes work and it takes time and it takes dedication and it takes commitment to building new habits. And how do you build new habits? Well, you start off by making a commitment. Now, today, the 10K is what I'm going to recommend that you start with, right? Make a decision. 10K. Go for 10K steps. No matter what you decide today, right? I'll give you my average for 2023. In 2023, my average steps were 6,200 per day. So that's average across the entire year. So I worked, it took me all year, almost 6 months to work to get my average up for 2024. So in 2024, I am now averaging, since January 27th, about 12 to 13,000 steps per day. I'm going to be upping that, right? There are days when I do 18, days when I do 20, but I never go below the 10K. Why is 10K so important? Because it helps to get your body going, right? When you do 10K, you start with, you really start realizing that, you know what, that later on you can do more. And the next thing, so two things I want to talk about today. Within this 10K thing, this 10K club that I'm putting together, the next thing you want to think about is you want to start tracking. And reach out to me. I'll tell you, I'll recommend an app. Start tracking all the meals that you are consuming right now. That's it. Don't think about putting in any goals. Don't think of any of that. So every time you eat something, put it in the app. This app that I use, which I'm not going to name here, just get in touch with me, allows me to search, and all the products that I've consumed have been in that app, including all the food that I eat from my culture. So start tracking all your meals, everything you eat in there. Just put it in, water, everything. It may take a little bit of work, but it'll be a habit that you have to generate and create. So now you can start to realize how much you're consuming. After about a couple of weeks, we're going to come back, all right, and we're going to discuss how now to set up a goal, because this is going to be very simple. Take 10,000 steps a day, start tracking your meals, and then create some goals around that, those calories that you're taking every day. And I'm going to end this video with this. In your car, when you put gas, all right, for those of you who have a car, when you put gas in the car, what happens when you fill up your tank and you keep pressing the button? What happens to the gas? It spills out, right? So your tank only takes so much. Now, we've never been taught about our tank, our stomach. Your stomach can take as much as you give it. If you do it constantly enough and you eat on a regular basis enough things, what's going to happen is it's not going to overflow. You're just going to expand. And we have to learn what to put in our tank, how much to put, and when enough is enough, right? And down the line, at some point, we're going to work on daily calorie intake. For those of you who are, looking to lose a bunch of weight, right? My recommendation is at some point later on in this series is set a goal to lose about 2 to 3 pounds a week. Don't go crazy, but that's not now. Right now, you want to focus on the 10K steps, and you want to focus on, guess what? Tracking what you're eating. Because tracking what you're eating is going to give you the number of calories, but you got to do it through the app. If you don't do it through the app, it's not going to be worth it. You're going to get a number of calories that you're consuming every day. It's going to tell you exactly what you're consuming. Trust me, it's going to scare you in the beginning for some of you, but in the end, what it's going to do is going to allow you to adjust. And then guess what? After these 2 or 3 steps that we're going to take in the beginning, later on, we're going to start adjusting what we eat, making choices. Hey, what are the kind of things that we can eat? What should we not be eating? What are the things that we should skip from our diet? And how about cheating? You know, when to cheat, when not to. You'll get to know your body. Once you get to know your body and how you can adjust, you can build it in whatever way you want. But you have to understand what your caloric intake is, how much your body is burning, and what you need in order to keep the weight that you want to be at and be healthy at the level you want. You're not going to do it if you don't do the work. Don't go out there and buy the magic potion pill. You can make this change. Within a year, you could be a different looking person. Within a year, you could be someone different. I promise you, if you make a commitment to every day work on this. So let's begin 10,000 steps and let's start tracking our calorie intake. See you on the other side, guys.